The ongoing supply chain crisis has unleashed unprecedented logistical challenges, rippling disruptions across all sectors. The companies that handle this process are having a tough time. It's causing problems all around the world. Recent study shows that this problem is deeply rooted and hard to solve. Not only that, but due to the supply chain crisis, shipping prices have also almost doubled, which is really unbelievable. But why are we having this supply chain problem? What could be the best way to get out of this situation? In this video, we're going to discuss this matter and look for the answers to all of them. Since last year, supply chain professionals have confronted formidable obstacles. Blue Yonder's 2022 Supply Chain and Logistics Executive Survey reveals that 88% of enterprises encounter disruptions, with 26% grappling with protracted interruptions. The most important issues among these are not having enough workers, 43%, and factories not being able to make things, 38%. Because of this, 58% of companies are preparing for their customers to have to wait longer this year. The reopening of the port of Shanghai has compounded the shipping chaos, amplifying supply chain dilemmas. Escalating demand, anemic port labor, inadequate freight equipment, and frail transportation infrastructure collectively obstruct production, conveyance, and disruption. Congested warehouses and elevated port congestion elongate unloading intervals. Prologis' recent analysis forecasts a looming dearth of logistics space within 16 months in the U.S. Scarce vacancies, fueled by e-commerce fulfillment and substantial inventories, propel rent prices skyward. This trajectory, affirms Belinda McLaughlin, Prologis Senior Vice President, is poised to persist. Supply shortages make the lack of storage space even worse. In the first quarter of 2022, only 88 million square feet of space were used, down from 120 million in previous quarter. This shortage of new space has led to a record low empty space rate of 3.2%. The manufacturing industry is having problems, so leaders are spending more to strengthen supply chains. Port delays lead to less production and not enough parts, affecting the industry. Antonio Neri from Hewlett-Packard said last year that production was slowing and that flexibility is important. Just collecting more materials isn't enough. Growing inventory increases supply chain stress without encouraging suppliers to share costs, which eventually leads to delayed payments and inflation. Douglas Kent from the Association for Supply Chain Management said building more inventory points is a very topical issue at the moment. For many companies, that was the answer to mitigate risk and create more stocking points. However, it's expensive and risky. According to Christian Lang, CEO of the platform for supply chain payments, TradeShift, payments get deferred, so a 20% dial-up on inventories is a 100% dial-up on inflation. Complex supply chain need gradual fixes. New research highlights the need to see clearly through all supply chain levels to handle problems early. Yet, evidence suggests that 69% of companies lack complete supply chain transparency, with 30% overlooking disruption origins. Unimpaired operational visibility remains pivotal for optimizing and fortifying supply chains. Consequently, nearly 70% of businesses remain susceptible to disruptions. Outstandingly, 46% of supply chain professionals still lean on error-prone Excel spreadsheets, imperiling order tracking. Obsolete procedures loom large in the supply chain crisis. Manual tasks squander time and impede efficacy. Up to 70% of analytic professionals' time might be consumed in data collection, leaving a mere 30 to 40% for analysis. Supply chain managers grapple with these quandaries, fostering burnout and rapid turnover. Late payments surged from 34% to 43% in 2021, yielding the highest supply chain manager attrition rate since 2016. A LinkedIn study uncovers 28% escalation in turnover over the past year. Talent drain accounts for 51% of disruptions. Copious professionals intend to explore fresh opportunities due to mounting stress. As problems accumulate, those managing systems are overwhelmed. This weakens supply chains due to increasing vulnerabilities, causing disruptions for years. Global trade difficulties lead to a supply crisis, driving up shipping prices significantly and impacting industries and economies. This report analyzes the upcoming price increases, crisis causes and consequences, and potential solutions. In 2023, delays in deliveries are expected as supply chains struggle with sea and road transportation issues. Worker shortages, limits on movement, higher costs, and corporate failures contribute. According to experts, all these supply chain problems we're having now started because of COVID-19. When lockdowns happened, people didn't want to buy as much stuff. When things opened up again and more people got vaccinated, everyone started buying a lot. Shipping couldn't keep up with so many things being bought, which caused a lot of traffic jams and problems. Costs for things like fuel, workers, and materials got really high, which made shipping prices go up. Stores then raised their prices, which hit people's wallets hard. Smaller stores had a really tough time and many had to close. To fix this, we need to make supply chains strong and flexible. A big problem is that the cost of shipping containers went from $1,500 to over $10,000 by September 2021. This hurt medium and big stores, and they made things more expensive for shoppers. Smaller stores struggled even more, and many couldn't handle the high shipping prices. This is the original mess that has caused a lot of problems across supply chains, and we really need to find ways to fix things and keep businesses and shoppers. Now, supply chain problems are still going on consistently in 2023. The supply chain is facing a big challenge because there's not enough workers and space. Trucking, especially, doesn't have enough drivers and workers to move things. This is causing big shipping companies to almost fail because they owe a lot of money, don't make much profit, and have high costs. This means a lot of people are losing their jobs, which makes the global economy even worse. Supply chains can't move things as well as they used to, so deliveries are late and businesses are having a tough time. In this hard situation, it's really difficult for businesses to find the right people to move things and fix the problem of not having enough supplies. To get through this tough time, businesses from all over the world need to work together and come up with new ideas to deal with these strange problems. Finding good solutions for the problems with workers and space is really important for making trade stable and successful in the future. The increase in shipping costs has affected how stores sell things, making them charge customers more money. This has caused prices in stores to go up, especially for things like electronics and food. The higher prices are causing problems for people's budgets, making it harder to manage their money. The cost of sending things by air is also really high, making the overall cost of products even higher. Because shipping costs keep going, it's really important to figure out ways to help people deal with these difficult economic times. In 2023, there was a big problem in the trucking industry in the US. 3 major trucking companies, including one called Yellow, which was known for its big fleet and good prices, went out of business. This left a lot of people without jobs and made it harder to move things around the country. This situation doesn't just affect moving things around, it's also a big problem for jobs in the US. More than 1.5 million people have lost their jobs in trucking since January. This adds to the uncertainty in the economy and could make it harder for things to get better. Even though prices didn't go up as fast as for a little while, there are still lots of problems getting products from one place to another. Warehouses don't have enough space because they have too much stuff, not enough people buying it. This is making it take longer to get things where they need to go, and it's costing more money. Also, a road in Philadelphia called I-95 broke, making it even harder to move things around, causing more problems for truck drivers. All these problems with moving things around are making it hard to keep prices stable, make sure things are getting where they need to go. This shows that we really need to find good solutions to fix those complicated problems in the shipping and selling industry. Shipping and selling things are facing many challenges that are changing how they work. From the cost of shipping containers going way up to not having enough workers in space, the problem is affecting how much things cost, how many jobs there are, and how the economy looks. To fix this problem, people need to work together right now to find good ideas to make the way things are done more stable. As we finish talking about this tough situation with shipping and selling, we want to know what you think. How do you think the prices for shipping, which are doubling, will affect the way countries trade and how the economy does in the next few months? How will these changes impact the global economy? How might businesses adapt to ensure a seamless future? Share your insights in the comments below.